If I leave my community behind, then I failed. I come from a lineage that's deeply rooted in community, interconnected. We recognize their strength in unity, umoja. It takes a village, a cultural responsibility to uplift, empower, and invest. I was taught to work hard, do my best, and let the Lord use me, but also reminded to never ever forget where I came from, because my blessings also come from sacrifices. The sacrifices of Jamaican immigrant parents who work hard to give me and my siblings a fair shot in this country. We were taught that success is measured by your integrity, faith, and ability to live in your purpose. Purpose, Nia, the reason for which something or someone exists. My purpose was destined, designed and laid out for me at a young age before I recognized I was meant to be a change maker. Others knew. My fifth grade teacher knew when she honored me with the Humanitarian Award. My Sunday school teacher knew as she trained me to teach the beginners class. And my parents knew. They knew their rebellious, sassy, and independent daughter was gonna be somebody. Well, they were right. I am somebody. A mother, a wife, a daughter, a sister, a friend, a teacher, a woman, a Black woman, with passion, fight, and love, my identity. Identity is the way in which a person is recognized. Personalized learning begins with recognition and relationship building. You can't personalize something if you don't know it. There's no cookie-cutter definition, training, or PD that can teach you the importance of relationships. Relationships let people know they matter. Relationships connect us to allow us to see one another's humanity. Egos lessen when relationships are built. Positive relationships have the power to transcend cultural boundaries and knock down invisible walls. There's a level of humility, trust, and vulnerability that comes with it. It takes work, investment, and constant reflection. Relationships must always be a two-way stream, a mutually beneficial arrangement in which both entities feel as if they're learning from each other. People need to know they're respected and valued. Most importantly, our children need to know they matter, their stories matter, their voices matter, their being and their presence matter.
That's a word.
So today, I want to share snapshots of my learning experiences and lessons learned over the past 15 years as an educator. I want to try and paint a picture of what it means to build relationships and systems that personalize learning experience to maximize student achievement. Personalization begins with understanding cultural differences exist. Assumptions, biases, and prejudice exist. When you own the fact that you were brought up to believe things differently than others, then you're able to connect. I learned to check my assumption real early in my career from a former student of mine, Timothy. Now, Timothy was a charmer, a good-spirited kid who was mischievous, street smart, he loved racing cars. Every weekend, he would sneak away to go street racing with his brother. He would come to class tired and unprepared, and his lack of sleep was affecting his performance. And I had enough. I remember taking Timothy in the hallway to let him know I was disappointed. As I was talking, he never looked up, and when he looked at me, I was really disappointed because he couldn't look in my eyes. He refused. So feeling as if my authority was being threatened, I felt myself getting angry and embarrassed. When Timothy finally looked up, he said to me, "Miss, I'm not looking at you because I was taught it's rude to." In that moment, I recognized the dangers of assumptions. Not everything is how it seems. George, he taught me that personalized learning and its impact is not always measurable. George was an advanced young man who was wise beyond his years. His environment caused him to grow up faster than he needed. He was protective over his little brother and grandmother. He held it down as the man of the house by the age of 10. His math skills were advanced and most useful for him outside of the school walls. If George trusted you, he would slowly let you see a glimpse of his heart. But George didn't like to be vulnerable. His protective nature caused him to make poor choices that would impact his life for a long time. Personalized learning requires you to recognize that societal ills have an effect on children's behavior, motivation, and attitudes, and that victim blaming puts a limitation on relationship building. Nonviolence principle number 3, attack the problem, not the person. I, as I'm sure many of us today, have countless countless stories of students that have fell victim to substance abuse, domestic abuse, homelessness, gang violence, teenage pregnancy, all the indicators we use to label kids as delinquent, at-risk dropouts. Those students that are often invisible because society has deemed them as failures. The beauty of personalized learning is that you get to challenge these notions every day and create new labels to empower. Opportunity youth, that's the term we use to recognize the extraordinary untapped potential in these youth. Personalized learning requires us to look for the wins that keep us going. There's wins, there's losses. The work is not for the weak, but it's the wins that keep us going. Starling, 22-year-old mentor, once struggled with substance abuse, has earned his high school diploma in addition to having 12 college credits under his belt. Hilda, she will be leaving school early. She had to clean homes and to return back to school this fall, and will not only receive her high school diploma in June, but will be the recipient of a scholarship that will allow for her to continue her education. Ellison, a young man whose legal case has been expunged because of his recommitment to earning his high school diploma while also taking college credits, is right on the path to majoring in psychology. There's countless success stories that we must celebrate in this work, but there's losses as well. Children don't need our pity, and we're definitely not monitors. We're humans and we will make mistakes. But being true to the notion of personalized learning, then we will learn from these mistakes. We'll continue to fight even when we feel defeated. Disrupt the system, close achievement gaps, rethink how resources are being used as we analyze our intentions and practices through the lens of equity. As I stand here in front of my family, my boys, my own children, as their mother, the importance of this work is even more magnified. Personalized learning requires collective work and responsibility. Ujima, it cannot be done alone or in isolation. It's only when we truly embody the belief that it takes a village and that leaving our village behind causes our own demise. Then we will hold each other accountable.